channel, or if this is the first time that you're ever seeing one of my videos. My name is Madison. I do a lot of Disney content, love to film Disney videos and Disney vlogs when we go to the parks, but I also do a lot of just lifestyle videos, things around the house, fun things that we do. I love to vlog all the trips that we go on, and we travel quite a bit. But today is very fun because my husband and I just got back from our most recent trip to Walt Disney World, which was actually the reason we went is for a Disney cruise. But today we are doing a full haul of everything that we bought on the cruise and in the parks, because we did end up going to all 4 parks. Both of these bags are completely full. I love watching Disney haul videos before we go on our trips, especially if the person that I'm watching just got back from their trip, because it kind of gives me an idea of what I would love to look for while we're there. But it's also just fun to see all of the different Disney merch, especially if you've never been on Disney cruise before, getting to see kind of like what the ship offers and stuff like that. So we are still on the mend from a cold. You can probably hear it in my voice, in my nose. So we're just drinking some water today. I got this water bottle for Christmas and I've been wanting it for probably 2 or 3 years. It's a Bink made water bottle. We're gonna be doing a lot of talking in this video, so we need to stay hydrated. But like I showed you, we have 2 full bags of merch. So I need to get them out of the bags, kind of lay everything out and figure out what order. I kind of want to talk through everything, and then we'll get the haul started. Okay, I have everything laid out into categories. So I'm going to tell you the categories of the type of merch I'm going to be showing you. So that way, if you don't really care about some of them, you can just skip right to kind of where you know I'm going to be talking about the stuff you want to hear about. So first, we're going to do Disney Cruise. So all the stuff that we got on the Disney Wish. Then I'm going to go into just generic Disney park / Disney Springs merch. Some of the stuff we got at the park, some at Disney Springs, some at the resorts, stuff like that. And then I'm going to end it with all things pins, pin trading, pin board updates, all the pins that we traded, things that I got, things that Dayton got, a mystery pin pack. I have a very exciting mystery pin pack that I have held on to and have not opened yet that we're gonna actually unbox together. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm really excited to be able to finally put this stuff away and start using it, because I've had it in a pile in the bags until I could film this video. So let's get started with everything that we got on the Disney Wish. So right off the bat, the embarkation day, the day that we got onto the ship, starting off with these. Obviously we did not pay for these. These are just the celebration buttons, but we got these because this is the first cruise that Dayton and I have ever been on. So we got to wear our little celebrating our first cruise buttons as we got onto the ship. And then another one that we did not buy that was just kind of included with the Wish is when you get onto the ship finally, as soon as you get on, they kind of announce your name and then they hand you these magic wands. And this one, they all say Disney Wish on them. So we both got one of these, and you can see in the vlogs. If you haven't watched our trip vlogs, go back and watch those, because those are all going to be posted by the time that this video goes up. But they hand you these when you're in kind of the grand hall, and you do like a little bippity boppity boo moment with the chandelier hanging in the Wish. So little keepsake. No idea what we're going to do with these, but we had to bring them home, obviously. Then this next thing, I don't know if this is a new thing or maybe they're just not that popular because they don't sell them everywhere on the ship. But we all know, we all love the Disney World Resort mugs. But the Disney Wish also had some mugs on it, and the way that the resort mugs work, obviously, you know that you buy one and then you can refill them, you know, at all of the different resorts for the entirety of your stay. On the Disney Wish, you're not paying for any of your sodas or anything like that anyways, so that's probably why they're not that popular, because you don't need to purchase one of these mugs to get your drinks. You just have free drinks all the time. But they had these and I could not get one. It looks just like the Disney Resort mugs minus the handle, and the thing that makes me think that these maybe are older is this lid. So I know the old resort mugs at Walt Disney World had this kind of Mickey flip lid like this. The new ones do not, but I feel like these might have been around for a while, but just I haven't seen a lot of people with them. So obviously no handle on these, but I got one of these and I used this as my mug for the entire week instead of using a paper cup. And I just love that it's Christmas themed because we were on the Maritime cruise. If you're going on the Wish soon and you're wondering where these are, they are only in the little stand, like the little snack bar area right outside of the Walt Disney World Theater. Deck 3, I believe. So they just had like 1 or 2 of these sitting out on the night that we went to the theater, and I just happened to see it and get them. Okay, then in our room, when we got onto the Wish and we got into our room, they have these postcards in your room for you. This one is just a picture of the Wish, and then this one is a little Captain Minnie and Mickey postcard. So that's super cute that these are just in your room for you. Obviously had to bring those home. And then another little thing that was just in our room one of the nights is, again, I'm not going to explain too much about the Wish because all those vlogs are out and you can go watch them, but there's a pirate night, and on pirate night they give you these bandanas. So we walked back into our stateroom one night and there were 2 bandanas, one for me, one for Dayton. And so that night, pretty much everyone that's on the ship, unless you like brought your own pirate costume, which a lot of people did, I was kind of shocked, but everyone wears these matching bandanas and it's really fun. And they're like good quality too. They're like soft cloth. So this is another fun just little souvenir that we got to bring home. Oh, another postcard. I forgot. This is another postcard that we purchased from one of the stores. This art style is super cute and I definitely wanted to bring something home that had my girl. Had Rapunzel on there. And then we had our day on Castaway Cay, and this is the day that I was most excited for, and it 100% lived up to all my expectations. So obviously I knew going in that Castaway Cay is gonna have its own merch, and that was like a duh, like definitely want to get something from there because the only way you can go to Castaway Cay is on the Disney cruise. So another postcard, but this Castaway Cay postcard with all of them in their beach attire. I love this. We came home with 4 postcards, so we need to figure out what to do with these. I think it'd be fun to have some kind of like board or maybe even like a photo album book that instead of putting pictures in, you can put postcards in. That would be kind of fun to have. But on Castaway Cay, they have the Castaway Cay 5K, and it's not a legit race where, you know, everyone's at the start line and you go and they time you. It's really just they have a course and you run it at whatever pace you want, whenever you want throughout the day. And then when you're done, you tell somebody that you finished the race and they give you a medal. So Dayton ran the 5K. This is the 5K medal. I just thought that that was super fun, and it's really nice because most medals obviously are made out of metal. They're heavy. This is rubber. It's kind of like a massive croc gibbet, but it's nice because it's waterproof. Obviously, they know you're gonna be on an island. They know you're probably gonna want to wear it all day. So there was kids like in the ocean swimming with these on. So he did the 5K. I was gonna maybe walk it, and then we ended up just walking a ton around the island anyway. So I was like, we've got one of these. We don't both need one. Also on Castaway Cay, they had a ton of souvenir cups, but I wanted the coconut. I got this coconut with a strawberry banana smoothie in it, and Dayton and I were we were looking at all the stuff we bought, and we were like, we came home with so many cups, and we were joking that like, I better be using this every day. I'll just start drinking my like iced coffee out of this in the morning. That's not gonna happen, but it was just fun to have this on the island, walking around, drinking out of a coconut. A couple more things. So one of the things that we ended up taking with us is this disposable camera. I need to send this off to get the pictures developed, but we took this everywhere with us on the cruise, and then also when we got back to Walt Disney World. And then our very last 2 Disney cruise specific things are 2 pins, and one of them is for my best friend Michaela. So I got her this Mickey Mouse, but he's wearing some kind of sailor outfit, and we got this one just from Mickey's main sale on the Wish. It's like a sailor pirate kind of outfit, so I had never seen this in the park, so I got that for her. Then we're gonna get into this bag later because this is Dayton's and he got really into pin trading on this trip, which is really funny. But for right now, this was his pin that he got at Castaway Cay. This Donald with the anchor, little Sailor Donald. So those were all of our purchases on the Disney Wish. We honestly didn't end up actually buying that much on the Wish because a lot of this stuff was free, like you just got it anyways for coming onto the boat. I did not end up getting a shirt, like a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or anything, because there just wasn't anything that I absolutely loved. They did have this blue zip-up jacket that just said Disney Cruise Line on it, and we had it in our hands walking around the store, and then we were like, we're still going to the parks after this. We know we're going to find a ton of other stuff that we love. And so then of course I was like, well, we'll just have to come back on a different cruise and find a different shirt that we like. Two other things that we did get that aren't technically like cruise related was when I went to the spa. I did end up purchasing 2 skincare items, but I think I showed those in the vlog, so if you're curious about what those are, just go back and look at those. But I've been using them and I've been loving them. But now we are moving on to our next category of stuff, which is Disney Springs, Disney Parks, Disney Resorts. So we're gonna start out with stuff that we got in Disney Springs that isn't necessarily Disney related, but we got it while we were there. So first thing is Dayton and I have been collecting some of the Starbucks Discovery Series cups, and I've been wanting the Orlando one, and so while we were in Disney Springs we went to the Starbucks that was there and we finally got the Orlando mug. I look at it and I'm like, I guess this whole kind of middle section is their ode to Disney. There's obviously nothing Disney specific on there, but you've got a roller coaster, you've got a Ferris wheel, even though Disney doesn't have one of those, but there's like a little carousel on there. So that was one thing we for sure knew going into Disney Springs that we were gonna come home with. Then if you watch the vlogs, you know that Dayton was really excited to go to the Coca-Cola store. So he ended up finding a shirt there. This Christmas shirt, we both walked into the store and saw this and we were like, that's the one. It's a nice little vintage Santa. We went to the top of the store, which that is where their little like rooftop bar is. It's really cool. If you've never done it, just go up there even if you don't want anything to drink, because you can just kind of, it's such a great view of Disney Springs. But we both got different drinks, and so I got something that was called a Coca-Cola Cinnamon, and it was basically Coke with cinnamon syrup, and it had like whipped cream on it, and I don't really know what it was, but it came in this Christmassy souvenir cup. It's a really thick plastic, which is nice, so we didn't want to throw it away, so we just brought it home. And then Dayton decided at the very last second, as we were ordering, that he wanted an icy. And he didn't want it in just a normal cup. He wanted it inside of this. It is a polar bear souvenir cup, except the base on this thing is massive. Like, look at it compared to the size of my head. And I was like, Dayton, do you want to carry this around with you for the rest of the night? He's like, yes. So, like, there's not even a good way to hold this. You can't really, I guess you're just holding his body? I don't know. But now I told Dayton, I was like, now you have to drink this. Like, carry this around the house and use this as your cup. I just can't believe that out of everything that we saw at Disney Springs, he saw this and was like, yes, that is what I want. So, Mr. Polar Bear is part of the family now. And then 2 more small things from the Coca-Cola store, which is this sticker. Dayton has a case that he travels with for work, and it's just like covered in different stickers from different places we've been, so he got this. And then also this pin, which is actually really nice. So he had this on his backpack for our trip. Oh, another postcard thing. So that night at Disney Springs, we went to Summer House on the Lake for dinner, and with our check, they gave us this little postcard, and it's actually a legit postcard. This brings us to heading into the Disney Resorts merch. So right off the bat, you know it, you love it. Ye old resort mug. We went with blue this time because I think we have 3 of the pinks and maybe 1 green, and we also have another blue, but I was like, why not get another blue? I'm going to be equally happy and sad when this design goes away, because this design is just, it's amazing. It's like Mickey cartoon style, and yet it has a ton of the resorts on it. Like, I don't know how they're gonna top this, but I am ready for a different design because obviously we have a ton of these. I kind of wish they would have like 3 different designs of resort mugs going at once, because I know for the 50th they had this one plus like the silver 50th one, so at least you had like a little bit of a choice there. I love this one, but I'm ready for a different design, but I'm gonna be sad when it goes. 2 other things that I'm pretty sure we got at the resorts, and then the rest of it is just kind of a hodgepodge of stuff from all the parks. But I got this pair of earrings, and Dayton actually grabbed them and then wrapped them for Christmas for me. But it's these gold hoop Mickey earrings. I was actually looking for something just like this before we left for the cruise, and I could not find anything. I saw these and I said I must have them. I've seen a lot of these in silver, but I'm a gold girly and I love the texture of these. They're like little bubbles. Super cute. And then this next thing we found when we went to the Riviera to get some pastries, and we were just like, we wandered into the store in the Riviera and we saw that they had Disney Spa Collection things, and I was like, what is that? And we went over. They had this candle. I smelled it. Oh my gosh. It smells exactly like some of the lobbies. I'm like, whatever scent this is literally the scent that they use. Like, they pump out in the lobbies. And it's one of those scents that I'm like, I can't even describe what it smells like, but if you know, you know. I don't even know. It just smells like a good smelling Disney lobby. So I don't know if I will ever be burning this. I might just keep it and smell it forever. But I'm pretty sure they also had like a room spray and maybe some kind of oil. I think they had a shampoo and a conditioner too, but this was a very happy find. And then the parks. So I'm gonna try to do it in the order of how we bought it maybe. I said for this trip that we weren't coming home with any new Nuimos, but I lied because here is Donald, and now I'm like, I think I need Daisy too. I don't know why, but the thing that really sold me on Donald is his little bow tie. And look at his little hair coming out of his hat. So this trip we had Donald, Minnie, and Mickey with us, and I also told myself that I probably wasn't coming home with any new ears, but we also lied about that because they had these. I saw these weeks ago before going on our trip online, and I almost bought them and then I didn't. I just kind of told myself never mind on these, that I wouldn't be able to get them because I did not think that they would have these in the parks or at Disney Springs, because I just feel like I haven't seen a lot of people wearing these. I've seen the little Mickey snowmen, like fuzzy ones, a lot, and so I just kind of thought maybe that was the only one that they had. Then I saw these. I love these so much. When I saw them online, I thought maybe I wouldn't like them. I thought maybe I would have liked them better if the bow was red instead of pink, but I love the pink bow. The only major downside to these is they're obviously very Christmassy, so I would never wear these except for if we went in November or December. So maybe we'll have to look at going again November, December this year, because unless we go then, I literally have no reason or no place to wear these. We only made it out of this trip with one t-shirt, which I'm very proud of myself for, and it is this one. They are absolutely killing it right now with the kind of 2000s look of stuff. So this was the shirt that on our last trip I saw somebody wearing, and they were just sold out everywhere. And this time when we went, they had them big time in stock. One of the days that we were in Disney World, I got a text from one of my friends. She told me that she had just watched Lilo and Stitch for the first time ever. I was like, what? But she said that she's absolutely obsessed with that movie now. She was like, I need a little Stitch from Walt Disney World. I must have him. So I ran around the parks and the resorts until I found the perfect one. We love him. We love his one strand of hair he has on top of his head, and we love his straight up yellow teeth. So we came home with little Stitch. Unfortunately, he's not mine to keep, but I need to figure out a time to get this to her. I also told her what a more perfect time to discover that you're obsessed with Stitch, because he's literally everywhere right now. I know it's probably partially like promo for the movie that's coming out, which by the way. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good. The next two things might be my favorite clothing things that I have ever walked away with from Disney World. And this first one, I saw it the first day we were there, and I searched the entire time for it, and we found it on our resort day, actually. I think we were in the Polynesian, and I saw the sleeve of it sticking out of kind of from behind the corner, and I was like, Tayden. And he whipped out the camera and vlogged me finding it. But it is this Pluto quarter zip jacket. I saw this and I was like, I have to have that. And like, I would have bought it just like this, but it's reversible. The outside of it is this fluffy fleece, and then the inside is almost like rain jacket material or like windbreaker kind of. This is the other side, and it's like just as cute. It's got this little Mickey and Friends, and then this is the pattern. Then after I got the jacket, I was like, is this outfit really complete without Pluto hat? I love this hat so much. It makes me feel like a child. I had the original Goofy one of these. It was like the ones where the bill came out to literally right here. I still have it. It's at my parents' house, but that was my favorite hat of all time in like 6th grade, and they kind of revamped them, and now we've got this Pluto one, and they made the bill of them shorter. This is my statement. This is my petition to bring back these hats for the girlies. Like, I know we have a bunch of 7, 8-year-old boys running around wearing these, but I think it's time that Disney girlies claim these hats too, because what's not to love? Catch me bringing this hat back with me to every trip that I go on. I love him. BRB, gotta go get my charger. We're back. Sorry for a little bit of an angle change. The next 3 things that we're gonna look at are food items from Epcot. Both of these are from Japan, and I actually got these for Michaela. But the first one are these peach gummy candies. She really loves peach stuff, so I got her those to try. And then I also, from Japan, got her this Poppin' Cookin' Tanoshi Sushi. I hope I'm saying that right. But it's this little gummy candy kit where you can put together sushi rolls. So I thought that those were fun. And then this is a must buy every time. This is from Canada, and it is the 100% pure maple syrup suckers. These things are so good. We get them literally every time that we're in Epcot. And I usually get these and then stick them in the cabinet and forget about them, and then rediscover them like 4 months later, and it's such a fun surprise. But these are just in the little indoor shop in Canada and Epcot. Next time you go, definitely get one. They are like $3. This next thing is something of Dayton's, and he's been talking about wanting to get some of this for at least a year, and it is 2 different scents of incense, and this is from Japan again, I think. Yeah, the really big store that's in Japan in Epcot. And so he got, this is sandalwood. This one is patchouli. Patchouli? Oh my gosh, it is so strong. I got these out of the suitcase and left them in our room, and then I walked back into our room like 30 minutes later. The entire room smelled like it. But these were only $4 each. That's a fun little gift. And last thing before we get into all things pins, this trip was the first trip that my phone was about to die, and so I bit the bullet and I got one of these fuel rods. They have these all over the Walt Disney World parks, and I'm mad at myself that I didn't get one sooner. So if you don't know, I think it was $35. It's this little pod, and it comes with like 4 different kinds of adapters for whatever kind of phone that you have. And you just pick the one that matches your phone, plug that in, plug it into your phone. It charged my phone up all the way. And then the great part about these things is, 1, they're all over the parks. Once you use it up and it dies, you just go back, find another machine, and you stick your used one into the machine. It gives you a fresh new one, and it doesn't cost anything to swap them out. So basically it's $35 for unlimited charging pods for as long as Walt Disney World decides to keep these things around. This little guy is now a staple item that I will always be taking with me into the parks. And now this brings us to everything that has to do with pins, all the things that we traded. We're gonna just go through all of them, and we are going to open up this guy together. This is the Pixie Plush mystery pin pouch. It's got 5 in here. I was specifically saving this one so that we can open it up together. These are the options. They're basically supposed to be like little stuffed animals, but they're pins. And there's honestly not a bad one in here. Like, there's obviously ones that I'd like more than others, but they're all super cute, and there's 5. So we're gonna go through my entire pouch of pins, all the ones that are on my bag, and like I said, Dayton got into collecting pins on this trip, and we're gonna go over what's on his bag too. But what do we do first? I feel like I want to unbox this first because I've been waiting to open it. I wonder if Dayton wants to come in here for this. Everyone's here. Ollie has to make his appearance or everyone will be upset. It's time. Wait, are these not wrapped? There's no way to tear these. Grab 2.
I don't know what this is.
That's one of the ones I wanted. This is Lilo's little doll that she makes. I'm so happy they're kind of small. I was scared they were going to be bigger than that. And which one's that? It's Sebastian! Sebastian. That's another one that I wanted. Ollie's yawning. Is it Pumbaa? It's Pumbaa! Not really one of the ones I wanted, but he's still cute. Ollie keeps yawning. See, I feel like all the ones in this pack are just, they made them super cute, so you can't be mad at what they are. 2, 3. Yes! We got Pascal.
Oh, it's Pascal.
Which means I can finally replace the one that's on my bag that I know is a fakie.
Uh-oh.
I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to jinx it, but this is truly the one that I really wanted. Okay, last one, but I don't really care what this one is because we already got all the ones that I wanted. What is it? Abu? Not the biggest Abu fan, but I'll hang on to it in case anybody that I know wants it, or it's just a good trader. Wow. That was a success. I guess a solid 3 out of 5 because I don't really care that much about Pumbaa, but these 3 are the ones that we really wanted, so. Okay, lastly, we're gonna go through all of the pins that are in my trader bag / ones that I ended up getting out of a mystery pack, and all the ones that are on our bag. Full pin update. So first up, we have 2 traders that I got that are in the hat collection. So the first one is this Daisy Duck bow. And then the second one is the Mad Hatter hat. So I found both of those on a pin board. Then also, all of these that I'm going to show you are pin board trades. So this one, we got a Jiminy Cricket. This one's out of a different hat collection, but it is the Stitch ear hat. And then this one's on a pin board, and I don't know, I guess it's like there's a teacup collection or something, because is this flower teacup. I thought that that was so cute. And then these last 3 pinboard finds are all tiny ones. It is this tiny Dale wearing sunglasses. Then we have tiny Pluto. I actually got so many Pluto things this trip. Also, don't mind this nail not being on. It just popped off last night. And then the best one of all, tiny little flounder. I love them so much. We walked away with some great pinboard trades, I have to say. And then these are pins I got out of mystery packs. 2 of these will be traders, 2 of them will be keep. So the first trader is going to be this Jacques and Gus. They are in Cinderella's Pumpkin, and this is from a new pin collection, I think, from a little mystery box. And out of the same mystery box pack, we have little Yzma's Llama Potion with her as the cat. And I say this one's a trader because we got 2 of them. And then these 2 are not going to be traders. One of them is for me and one of them is for my mom. They are both from the same Munchlings pack. So this first one, this is the one that I wanted so bad. It is the Minnie Mouse Cherry Tart. I think that one is so cute. And then this one I'm going to keep and give to my mom, which is the Marie Macaron, I think, or some kind of French pastry. I love these. And that brings us to the update of both mine and Dayton's pin bags. So I'm just going to kind of go through and show the ones that are new, because some of these I've had on for a couple of trips now. So the new additions are, this is actually a Disney Vacation Club pin. I really like that one. Then the star of the show, Heffalump Cupcake. two new ones that are in the same style. So I think this is called the Disney Cuties, and I've had Dopey on here for a while, but I found Peter Pan and Simba. So this one's new and this one's new. I love this style. My number one pin goal right now is to find Tinkerbell because they have Tinkerbell in this style. So if anyone ever finds her, let me know. Then another new one is this little crab with a coin and this Sorcerer Mickey hat. I know that this hat is a fakie, so it's my goal to find the real one that I can then replace. But one that we can replace that we literally just unboxed is this new Pascal. This one I had on my bag for a while and it's 1000% a super fakey one. But I still think he's cute because Rapunzel is my girl and I just love him so much. But now he can be replaced with a real one. And that brings us to Dayton's bag. So he kind of on his own decided to do a Donald plus villains collection. And so over here, he took some of my Donald Duck ones, but these are all different Donald pins. This one's new. We obviously got that on the cruise. This one has been one of my favorites for a long time. It's actually Haunted Mansion Donald, but because he rode Haunted Mansion, I told him that he could have that one. And then he's also got this. There's another Donald up there. Then on this side, we've got Loki, because Loki is his favorite Marvel character. I gave him this one to hang on to, and then we've got the Maleficent hat. And then he cracked me up because he loves Enchanted, like loves that movie. We saw that they had a Giselle pin. I was like, you gotta get that one and stick it on your bag and just stick her in between Donald and the villains. And then he was like, there she is, she's the rose in between the two thorns. I was like, okay. Those are all of our pins. That's a pin update. I would say if you're about to head to Disney World soon, this pack is a 10 out of 10. There's literally only one on here that if I got, I'd be like, ugh. And it's this one because I genuinely just don't know what that is. But it could be one that somebody actually really loves. And now I can't wait to give this to Michaela and see which one she gets. That's the end of the pin segment, which means that's the end of this Disney World haul. I hope you really enjoyed watching this video. I love watching these videos of everything that people got in the parks. And if you're heading to Disney World soon, I hope this made you even more excited for your trip. The next video that's coming out in this Disney World series is going to be the Q&A, which I'm gonna have Dayton join me for that. By the time this video goes up, we will have already filmed that Q&A, so if you didn't get your questions answered in that video, be sure to still comment them because I will still answer all your questions. They just unfortunately won't be in the video. But comment down below what your favorite thing from this haul was. Especially comment if you're a pin person because I love knowing how many people are into that and how many people aren't. So if you're a pin person, comment down below what your favorite pin was. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video and for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!